F1 silly season, where rumours fly faster than a car during qualifying. If you haven't heard of silly season yet, let us break it down for you. Usually, at the start of August summer break, all logic and reason goes out the door and speculation runs wild. No doubt, everyone had heard about Max Verstappen moving to Mercedes during the European leg of the 2025 calendar. The speculation has now been put to bed with Verstappen confirming he is staying on with Red Bull, but it didn't stop people wondering. So why does all this drama pop up? Well, most driver contracts run on multi-year cycles, so every few years a bunch of them expire at once, which opens the door to massive shake-ups. At the start of August, George Russell, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Antonelli, Isaac Hadjar, Liam Lawson and Franco Colapinto's contracts are all set to end this year. There has been no confirmation whether these drivers will keep their seats at their current teams for 2026, which means everyone is left to guess what next. To add to this year's drama, Cadillac are entering the chat next year, meaning there are 2 additional seats up for grabs. With names like Valtteri Bottas, Sergio Perez and Mick Schumacher floating around, internet sleuths are already scouring for any hints that back up the rumours. So who exactly is stirring up all this drama? No, it's not just the fans dreaming of their ideal driver lineup, although they are part of it. We've also got team principals pulling strings, managers leaking info, drivers dropping cryptic hints on social media.
Wow, that's actually a nice seat.
And planes jetting off to Sardinia? Oh, and don't forget the media with sources close to the team. One minute a driver is committed to the project and the next they're wearing different team colours. So what are some of the biggest silly season moments over the last few years? Let's take a look. Number 1. Alpine says they've signed Oscar Piastri, except Oscar says, hold up, this did not happen. Here's the tea. In August 2022, Alpine announced that their reserve driver and F2 champion Oscar Piastri will be replacing Fernando Alonso for 2023, except Oscar never agreed to it. Piastri, who had already secretly signed with McLaren, essentially tweeted, "Yeah, nah, that's not gonna happen." And it caused so much drama that Alpine took legal action against Piastri, resulting in a formal investigation by the FIA Contract Recognition Board. As we all know, it worked out for Piastri in the end, but not without a bit of chaos. Number 2. In a move almost no one saw coming in early 2024, Lewis Hamilton announced he would be leaving Mercedes after 11 years and moving to Ferrari. The man who'd spent over a decade building Mercedes into a powerhouse with 6 drivers' championships and 8 constructors' wins decided he's going to take a chance with the iconic Scuderia. The news spread like wildfire and caused everyone to question whether he was making the right move to a team who hadn't had a driver's title since 2007. Unfortunately, so far this hasn't worked out for Lewis, but the Tifosi and die-hard Lewis fans have their fingers crossed that he might turn it around in 2026. Number 3. Silly season is usually about next year's lineup, but in 2016 Red Bull decided they couldn't wait that long. Before Gasly and Albon felt the wrath of Red Bull's revolving door, there was the Kvyat incident. During his home race in Russia, Kvyat hit Vettel once, and then again just a few corners later. 2 weeks later, Red Bull announced he was being swapped mid-season with a 17-year-old rising star from Toro Rosso by the name of Max Verstappen. And in his very first race for Red Bull, Barcelona, Max only went and won it. Just like that, the Verstappen era began. The Red Bull revolving door second seat is the stuff of legends, but this one was the first time the team had demoted someone mid-season. After the last few years, it's unsurprising that all eyes are on who will get that second seat and whether they will keep it. Whether you love it or hate it, F1's silly season is part of what makes this sport so unpredictable and entertaining. Have you got a bold prediction of your own? Let us know in the comments.